Welcome to Coffee with Viking. I am Mike. Cheers. With friends like these, Job 2:11. When three of Job's friends heard of the tragedy he had suffered, they got together and traveled from their homes to comfort and console him. It seems odd, but when Job's friends arrive, they say nothing for an entire week. The pleasure of their company is all the comfort Job gets. Sadly, when they do start talking, their words are harsh enough to qualify as a bonus torment, as though the accuser got God's permission to send them. These three men take Job's misery into a new mission, from physical to spiritual. Job has already lost about everything this world has to offer: riches, family, health. That couldn't be much clearer, with Job sitting on a pile of ashes and scratching around his pus pockets. Now his friends arrive and call him a sinner. They say God is punishing him. That's a common belief in ancient times. Blessed people are blessed because God is rewarding them for living a good life. And afflicted people suffer because God is punishing them for sin. Many Bible experts say that the whole point of Job's story is to refute this warped theology, which we already know is far from true. There's actually a lot of people that are really blessed in this world, but it isn't from God. I believe that the accuser, or Satan, has the ability to give people things that they think they want to keep them comfortable so that they don't come to God. But this here is a different kind of story, because this is a man who loved and served God and never turned his back. This is kind of a wager that the devil threw at God, and God is proving his point now that those who truly love God don't do it because of the blessings, but it's because of the true relationship. And we see that Job wasn't in this for the blessings. Even through his suffering, he still praises God. Jesus would later refute it too, when his disciples see a man born blind and ask Jesus whose sin is to blame, the man or his parents. Neither, Jesus answers. This happened so the power of God could be seen in him. John 9:3. John 9:1-5. And as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Jesus answered, Neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents, be that the works of God should be, nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. And the thing is, Jesus is still in this world. He is still the light in this dark and broken world. Then Jesus heals the man. It's from the warped school of theology that Job's three friends and an apparent latecomer, Elihu, make accusations like these. Eliphaz, my experience shows that those who plant trouble and cultivate evil will harvest the same. Job 4:8. Job 4:8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. Bildad, does the Almighty twist what is right? Your children must have sinned against him, so their punishment was well deserved. Job 8:3-4. Doth God pervert judgment, or doth the Almighty pervert justice? If thy children have sinned against him, and he have cast them away for their transgression. Zophar, listen, God is doubtless punishing you far less than you deserve. Job 11:6, and what he would shew thee the secrets of wisdom, that they are double to that which is. Know therefore that God exacteth of thee less than thine iniquity deserveth. Elihu, Job, you deserve the maximum penalty. Job 34:36. My desire is that Job may be tried unto the end because of his answers for wicked men. These are his friends. Doesn't really sound like good friends to me. Stop assuming my guilt, Job argues, for I have done no wrong. Job 6:29. Return, I pray you, let it not be iniquity, yea, return again, my righteousness is in it. Now on the side notes, sinner, pointing the finger at him, Job's friends insist he must have sinned terribly to deserve the horrible things happening to him. Complaining Job. Patient as Job is an old saying that doesn't capture the spirit of the man. Job suffered terribly, and he wasn't shy about complaining. He complained about his right to complain. God's terrors are lined up against me. Don't I have a right to complain? Don't wild donkeys bray when they find no grass? Job 6:4-5. For the arrows of the Almighty are within me, the poison whereof drinketh up my spirit. The terrors of God do set themselves in array against me. Doth the wild ass bray when he hath grass, or loweth the ox over his fodder? He also had complaints about the bedside manner of his friends. What miserable comforters you are. Won't you ever stop blowing hot air? Job 16:2-3. I have heard many such things, miserable comforters are ye all. Shall vain words have an end, or what emboldeneth thee that thou answerest? As physicians, you are worthless quacks. If only you could be silent, that's the wisest thing you could do. Job 13:4-5. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. Oh, that ye would altogether hold your peace, and it should be your wisdom. The extent of his suffering was another complaint. I would rather be strangled, rather die than suffer like this. I hate my life. Job 7:15-16. Job 7:15-16. So that my soul chooses strangling and death rather than my life. I loathe it. I would not live alway. Let me alone, for my days are vanity. The extent of his suffering. We already did that one. God's unfairness. For he attacks me with a storm of repeatedly wounds me without cause. Job 9:17. Yet in spite all his complaining, Job vows never to turn from God, for as he explains it, what hope do the godless have when God cuts them off? Job 27:8. Where were you when I created the earth? questions like this form, God abruptly halts Job's complaining. Job realizes there are limits to his understanding, so he decides to trust in God, who understands everything. Even with all his suffering and all his complaints, Job never turned on God. And he went through so much more than a lot of people do when they turn away from God. So, and if he could go through all that, losing everything, but still keep praising God, and then God reward him back 10 times greater than he had, then I think this would be a book to apply to our lives whenever things start going downhill for us. Just remember, God always has a plan, and he always will reward those who remain faithful. Stay blessed. Stay caffeinated. Much love.